With us again this hour for his analysis is Markus Ziener, who's a Senior Fellow at the German Marshall Fund of the United States, and he's with us from Munich today. Nice to see you again, Markus. Just to pick up on what Jonas said at the start of his answer there, which I hope you could hear, but he was talking about the fact that there had been disappointment in some ranks about what the Russians had managed to achieve in the first 5 or 6 days of this conflict. Do you agree with that? And does it come down to the fact that the Ukrainians have put up a better fight than maybe was expected?
Yeah, good morning. Absolutely. I think that there was a misjudgment on the part of the Russians when it comes to, the way the Ukrainians are going to fight this, also about Ukrainian intelligence and warfare. I mean, Ukraine has come a long way since 2014, after the annexation of Crimea and Donbass. They have improved their military skills quite a bit. And so I think there was a complete misjudgment. I think there was also a mental misjudgment in the sense that probably the Russians believed that they will be greeted as liberators when marching into Ukraine. And this just wasn't the case. It was just the other way around. So this is the one thing we have to see. On the other hand, I would caution to how far this resistance could lead. I mean, given the latest news about what's heading towards Kiev, this huge convoy of military equipment, I'm afraid that it will be very difficult to sustain this resistance for much time longer.
Yeah. How much of the Western assistance is really in the hands of the Ukrainians, though? I mean, we heard so much about European countries and the United States contributing this stuff. I wonder how much has actually managed to get through to them so that they can actually use it.
Yeah, I mean, when there was this news yesterday about Europe sending fighter jets to Ukraine, I mean, this sounds very nice, but in fact, how do you really want to do that? And is there military personnel really able to operate this? I think it's more of a symbolic gesture. Now you can say, well, that comes way too late, and that's probably true. On the other hand, nobody really expected Russia to make a full-fledged kind of invasion into Ukraine. So I think that's where people and also the West was taken by surprise that this happened at this scale. Now, you know, that Germany is sending also now. They have changed course quite a bit, and they're sending weapons to Ukraine. I think there are ways to get them still into the country, but it's becoming more and more difficult from what I hear. For instance, to reach Kiev, the capital, has become complicated. So I wonder whether this really has an impact on the way this war is going.
The fact that the Europeans are doing this, though, even in the first place, I think I heard Joseph Borrell saying yesterday, the previous taboos are falling. Europe taking an offensive position rather than a defensive peace position.
Yeah, I mean, just take a look at Germany. What happened on Sunday when we had this extraordinary session at the German Bundestag? I mean, this was outstanding. I cannot imagine this happening. I mean, Germany, a country that has come a very long way since Second World War, generations were grown up with the sense, no war again, never again. We have to not engage into warfare whatsoever. And now we are changing course 180 degrees. How was that possible? I think it took a situation like this in Ukraine to change course. And Germany, you have to just consider that Germany is a country of gradualism. Usually things don't happen in a split second or just suddenly. I mean, it takes a long time until things really are changing. But in this case, it was really a sea change. I think people understood, and the politicians understood, that the whole European security system is in shatters and has to be rebuilt differently. And differently means we have to be independent from Russia and have to take things in our own hands.
Okay. Markus, thanks for your time. I hope we get to talk to you again later today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.